How many roads must a man walk down before he is called a man? And how many seas must the white dove sail before he sleeps in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blown in the wind. The answer is blown in the wind. And how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed in the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blown in the wind. The answer is blown in the wind. And how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blown in the wind. The answer is blown in the wind.
Thank you, Bob Dylan, Gil Turner, Pete Seeger, Sis Cunningham, and myself, Israel Young.
Delia, oh Delia, Delia all my life. If I hadn't shot poor Delia, I'd have had her for my wife. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. First time I shot her in the side. Hard to watch her suffer, but with the second shot she died. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Well, the guilty get a sentence, but I ain't gonna tell you mine. 'Cause I got a brother in Memphis doing life or 99. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. But jailer, oh jailer, jailer, I can't sleep. 'Cause all around my bedside I hear the patter of Delia's feet. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Now you give me my hammer, I'll track the ball and chain. And every rock I bust, I seem to ring out Delia's name. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Oh, Delia, Delia's gone like a
First heard this from Rick Von Schmidt. He lives in Cambridge. Rick's a blues guitar player. I met him one day in the green pastures of Harvard University. Baby, let me follow you down. Baby, let me follow you down. Well, I'd do anything in this God almighty world if you just let me follow you down. Can I come home with you? Baby, can I come home with you? Yes, I'd do anything in this God almighty world if you just let me come home with you. Baby, let me follow you down. Baby, let me follow you down. And I'd do anything in this God almighty world if you just let me follow you down. Yes, I'd do anything in this God almighty world if you just let me follow you down.
I had a friend named Bill Camel who used to rob, steal, and gamble, and on the side he'd beg, so he mopped up. I told him he shouldn't do it, and Camel told me he knew it, so he started begging with a bucket instead of a cup. He's in the jailhouse now.
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 Well, Camel flubbed his dub when he wore a tuxedo to the country club. He's in the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now.
Yodel, boy. Oh, yodel. I met his old gal Sadie. She said, have you seen Bill lately? I said, I don't believe that he's about. She went down to the jail. She went down to take him his mail. Then she whispered, Sheriff, please don't let him out. He's in the jailhouse now.
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 While Campbell's put away, Sadie's with the sheriff every day. He's in the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now.
Oh, yo. Well, I remember the last election. The prohibitionists were in action. They was trying to elect themselves a president. Bill Camel and John Austin walked from New Orleans to Boston, and they've got a bottle in every settlement. They're in the jailhouse now.
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 They were down at the railroad track, stealing a train to haul it back. They're in the jailhouse now.
They're in the jailhouse now.
Feeling funny in my mind, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die. Feeling funny in my mind, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die. Well, I don't mind dying, but I hate to leave my children crying. Well, I go yonder to that burying ground. I go yonder to that burying ground. Sure seems lonesome, Lord, when the sun goes down. Feeling funny in my eyes, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die, fixing to die. Feeling funny in my eyes, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die. Well, I don't mind dying, but I hate to leave my children crying. There's black smoke rising, Lord, it's rising up above my head, up above my head. There's black smoke rising, Lord, it's rising up above my head. Can't tell Jesus, make up my dying bed. I'm walking kind of funny, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die, fixing to die. Yes, I'm walking kind of funny, Lord, I believe I'm fixing to die, fixing to die, fixing to die. Well, I don't mind dying, but I hate to leave my children crying.
How high is the water, Mama? 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 2 feet high and rising. Well, we can make it to the road in a homemade boat, 'cause that's the only thing we got left that'll float. It's already over all the wheat and oats. 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Mama? 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 3 feet high and rising. Well, the hives are gone, I lost my bees. Chickens are sleeping in the willow trees. Cows in water up past her knees. 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Mama? 4 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 4 feet high and rising. Hey, come look through the window pane. The bus is coming, gonna take us to the train. Looks like we'll be blessed with a little more rain. 4 feet high and rising. How high's the water, Mama? 5 feet high and rising. How high's the water, Papa? She said it's 5 feet high and rising. Well, the rails are washed out north of town. We gotta head for higher ground. We can't come back till the water goes down. 5 feet high and rising. Well, it's 5 feet high and rising.
Trying to bum a ride, trying to bum a ride, trying to bum a ride. Well, I'm standing on the highway, trying to bum a ride. Nobody seem to know me, everybody pass me by. I wonder if my good gal, I wonder if she knows I'm here. I wonder if she knows I'm here. Does she know I'm here? Well, I wonder if my good gal, I wonder if she knows I'm here. I wonder if she knows I'm here. Well, if she knows I'm here, Lord, I wonder if she said a prayer. I got two cars looking, Lord, they seem to be handmade, they seem to be handmade. I got two cars looking, Lord, they seem to be handmade. One looks like the 8 of diamonds, the other looks like it's the ace of spades. Well, I'm standing on a crossroads, I'm wondering where everybody went. Where'd everybody go? Tell me where everybody went. Lord, I'm standing on the crossroads, I'm wondering where everybody went. Please, mister, won't you pick me up? I swear I ain't gonna kill nobody's kids. I'm standing on the highway, trying to hold up in me, trying to hold up in me, trying to hold up in the grave. Well, I'm standing on the crossroads, trying to hold up in me, trying to hold up in me grave. I got one road going up high, left, and the other road's going down to my grave. Well, I'm standing on the crossroads, trying to flag a ride. Well, I'm standing on the highway, trying to bum a ride, trying to bum a ride. I'm standing on the highway, watching my life roll by.
My bills are all due, and the babies need shoes, but I'm busted. Cotton is down to $1/4 a pound, and I'm busted. I got a cow that went dry, and a hen that won't lay, a big stack of bills that get bigger each day. The county will haul my belongings away. I'm busted. I went to my brother to ask for a loan. I was busted. I hate to beg like a dog for a bone, but I'm busted. My brother said there ain't a thing I can do. My wife and my kids are all down with the flu, and I was just thinking of calling on you. I'm busted. Lord, I'm no thief, but a man can go wrong when he's busted. The food that we canned last summer is gone, and I'm busted. The fields are all bare, and the cotton won't grow. Me and my family gotta pack up and go. Where I'll make a living, the Lord only knows, but I'm busted.
Rambling out of the Wild West, leaving the towns I love the best. Thought I'd seen some ups and downs till I come into New York town. People going down to the ground, buildings going up to the sky. Wintertime in New York town, the wind blowing the snow around. Walk around with nowhere to go, somebody can freeze right to the bone. I froze right to the bone. New York Times said it was the coldest winter in 17 years. I didn't feel so cold then. I swung on to my old guitar, grabbed hold of a subway car. After rocking, reeling, rolling right, I landed up on the downtown side. Greenwich Village. I walked down there and ended up in one of them coffee houses on the block. I'd get on the stage, sing and play. Man, there say, come back some other day. You sound like a hillbilly. We want folk singers here. Well, I got a harmonica job begun to play, blowing my lungs out for $1 a day. I blow it inside out and upside down. The man there said he loved my sound. He's raving about he loved my sound. $1 a day's worth. After weeks and weeks of hanging around, I finally got a job in New York town. In a bigger place, bigger money too, even joined a union and paid my dues. Now, a very great man once said that some people rob you with a fountain pen. It don't take too long to find out just what he was talking about. A lot of people don't have much food on their table, but they got a lot of forks and knives, and they gotta cut something. So one morning when the sun was warm, I rambled out of New York town. Pulled my cap down over my eyes and headed out for the western skies. So long, New York. Howdy, East Orange.
Early one morning while making the rounds, took a transfusion and I shot my woman down. Went right home and I went to bed. I stuck at 11:44 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a transfusion and away I run. Made a good run, but a run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico. Laid in the hot joint, taking the pill. In walked the sheriff from Jericho Hill. He said, Willie Lee, your name is not Jack Brown. You're the dirty hack that shot your woman down. Said, yes, oh yes, my name is Willie Lee. If you've got a warrant, just read it to me. Shot her down because she made me slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 more. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. Put me on a train and they took me back. Had no friends for to go my bail. They slapped my daddy carcass in that county jail. Into the courtroom my trial began, where I was handled by 12 honest men. Just before the jury started out, I saw that little judge commence to look about. In about 5 minutes in walked a man, holding the verdict in his right hand. Verdict read in the first degree. I hollered, Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me. Judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in the San Quentin pen. 99 years underneath that ground. I can't forget the day I shot my woman down. Come on, you gotta listen unto me. Lay off that liquor and let that transfusion be.
Away, away, away rode the rebel Johnny Yuma.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. He got fighting mad, this rebel lad. He packed no star as he wandered far, where the only law was a hook and a draw. The rebel, Johnny Yuma, Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. He searched the land, this restless lad. He was panther quick and leather tough. If he figured that he'd been pushed enough, the rebel, Johnny Yuma, Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. Fighting mad, this rebel lad, with a dream he'd hold till his dying breath. He'd search his soul and gamble with death. The rebel, Johnny Yuma.
There is a house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor girls and me. Oh God, I'm a one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed these new blue jeans. My sweetheart was a gambler, Lord, down in New Orleans. The only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Fills his glasses up to the brim, and he'll pass the cards around, and the only pleasure he gets out of life is rambling from town to town. Oh, tell my baby sister not to do what I have done, but John, that house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's 1 foot on the platform and the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. I'm going back to New Orleans. My race is almost run. I'm going back to end my life down in the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. It's been a ruin of many poor girls and me. Oh God, I'm a one.
Well, the whole town listened to the radio for the Smiling Bill McCall show. Everyone in Nashville was listening to Bill. I don't want to be laying in bed when they pronounce me dead. He'd stand and breathe in the microphone with his guitar hanging to his knee bone. All the girls would sit and dream when Bill began his theme. I don't want my hat to be hung when my last song is sung. But he never let fame go to his head. This is Smiling Bill McCall, he said. Gonna pick and sing a song or two. Y'all listen till I'm through. And if you're at the house or in your car, tune in this time tomorrow. To all the boys, he was a big hero. They'd glue their ears to the radio, then talk in a most unusual drawl, imitating Bill McCall. Daddy, can I get me a guitar, 'cause I want to be a star? The girls would say of Bill McCall, I bet he's over 6 feet tall. Handsomest man in Nashville, they said of Smiling Bill. He won't be planting potato slips when he cashes in his chips. Then one day Bill didn't make the show, didn't even show up for a week or so. The station's boss said to City Hall, find Smiling Bill McCall. It won't be hard to track him down, he's got the biggest feet in town. Well, there's a creek that runs through Nashville, and on the bank they found Smiling Bill. He is committing suicide, but they grabbed him before he tried. Turn me loose, I'm gonna jump, he screamed, 'cause I can't stand that theme. Let this be my final breath, 'cause I'm scared half to death. The big brave Smiling Bill McCall is only 4 feet tall. I'd rather be in the river dead than to hear him laughing at my bald head.
I got mixed up confusion, man, and it's killing me. There's too many people, and they're all too hard to please. And my hat's in my hand, babe, I'm walking down the line. I'm looking for a woman with a head mixed up like mine.
Babe, I'm too young to win. And I feel like a stranger in the world I'm living in. But I'm walking and wandering. My poor feet don't ever stop. Seeing my reflection, I'm hung over, hung down, hung up.
I still miss someone.
At my door the leaves are falling. The cold wild wind will come. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out on a party and look for a little fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we had begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone.
I still miss someone.
Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we had begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone.
I still miss someone.
I saw an advertisement one day the Bear Mountain picnic was coming my way. Come along and take a trip. I'll transport you up there on a ship. Bring the wife and kids. Bring the whole family. Yippee. Well, I run right down and bought me a ticket to the Bear Mountain picnic. Little did I realize I was in for a funny kind of picnic surprise. Had nothing to do with picnics. Didn't come close to a mountain. I'm scared of bears. Took the wife and kids down to the pier. 6,000 people there. Everybody had a ticket for the trip. Whoa, well, I said, it's a pretty big ship. Besides, the more the merrier. Well, we all got on. What do you think? That big old boat started to sink. More people kept piling on, and that old ship started to go down. Maybe this ain't no way to start a picnic. Well, I soon lost track of my kids and wife, so many people I never saw in my life. That old ship was going down in the water, 6,000 people trying to kill each other. Dogs are barking, cats are screaming, women are yelling, men are coming, fists are flying, cats are running, dishes overthrown, me running, cops are coming. Maybe we just better call off the picnic. I got knocked down, got shoved around, all I could hear was a moaning sound. Don't remember one thing more, got knocked out, woke up on the shore. My arms were busted, feet were busted, head was cracked, stomach was split open. Couldn't walk, talk, see, think, feel, crawl, couldn't move. I was bald, naked. Quite lucky to be alive, though. Well, feeling like I climbed out of my casket, I grabbed back hold of my picnic basket. Took the wife and kids, started home, wishing I never got up that morning. Now, I don't care just what you do. If you want to have a picnic, that's up to you. Don't tell me you don't want to hear it. You see, I lost all my picnic spirit. Stay in my kitchen. Have my own picnics in the bathroom. It don't seem to me quite so funny, but some people are gonna do it for money. There's a brand new gimmick every day. Just take somebody's money away. Maybe we ought to take some of these people and put them on a boat and send them up to Bear Mountain for a picnic.
I think, sir, the battle is over, and the young soldier lay down his gun. I'm tired of running for cover. I'm certain the battle is done. For see over there where we fought them, it's quiet, for they've all gone away. All left is the dead and the dying, the blue lying alongside the gray. So you think the battle is over, and you even lay down your gun. You carelessly rise from your cover, for you think the battle is done. Now boy, hit the dirt, listen to me, for I'm still the one in command. Get flat on the ground here beside me, and lay your ear hard to the sand. Can you hear the deafening rumble? Can you feel the trembling ground? It's not just the horses and wagons that make such a deafening sound, for every shot fired had an echo, and every man killed wanted life. There lies your friend Jim McKinney. Can you take the news to his wife? No, son, the battle's not over. The battle has only begun. The rest of the battle will cover the part that has blackened the sun. The fight yet to come's not with cannon, nor will the fight be hand to hand. No one will regroup the forces, no charge will a general command. The battle will rage in the bosom of mother and sweetheart and wife, brother and sister and daughter will grieve for the rest of their lives. Now go ahead, rise from your cover. Be thankful that God let you live. Go fight the rest of the battle for those who gave all they could give. I see, sir, the battle's not over. The battle has only begun. The rest of the battle will cover this part that has blackened the sun. For though there's no sound of the cannon, and though there's no smoke in the sky, I'm dropping the gun and the saber, and ready for battle am I.
Jesus gonna make him a dying bed. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me in the middle of the air. If these wings should fail me, Lord, won't you meet me with another prayer? Well, 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 so I can die easy. Well, 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 so I can die easy. Jesus gonna make up, Jesus gonna make up, Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. Lord, in my time of dying, don't want nobody to cry. All I want you to do is take me when I die. Well, 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 so I can die easy. Well, 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 so I can die easy. Jesus gonna make up, Jesus gonna make up, Jesus gonna make up my dying bed.
The claim we hold is as good as gold bonanza, Hand in hand we built this land, the Ponderosa Ranch. Our birthright is this Cartwright bonanza. We here belong and standing strong. Wrong ain't got a chance. Day by day, work or play, ready side by side. Hello friend, come on in, the gate is open wide. Bound to be a fighting free bonanza. Singing pines are boundary lines for the Ponderosa Ranch. Every tree and flower is part of our bonanza. The stars at night, the morning light, the water in the branch. We ride along, 4 men strong together. Every plain and ridge is our heritage, the Ponderosa Ranch. Day by day, work or play, ready side by side. Hello friend, come on in, the gate is open wide. Bound to be a fighting free bonanza. Singing pines are boundary lines for the Ponderosa Ranch.
I'm out here 1,000 miles from my home, walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here paupers and peasants and princes and kings. Hey, hey, Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song about a funny old world that's a-coming along. Seems sick and it's hungry, it's tired and it's torn. It looks like it's a-dying and it's hardly been born. Hey, Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know all the things that I'm a-saying and a-many times more. I'm a-singing you this song, but I can't sing enough, 'cause there's not many men who've done the things that you've done. Here's to Cisco and Sonny and Lead Belly too, and to all the good people that traveled with you. Here's to the hearts and the hands of the men that come with the dust and are gone with the wind. I'm a-leaving tomorrow, but I could leave today, somewhere down the road someday. The very last thing that I'd want to do is to say I've been hitting some hard traveling too.
And 180 were challenged by Travis to die, by the line that he drew with his sword when the battle was nigh. Any man that would fight to the death cross over, but him that would live better fly. And over the line went 179. Hey, Santa Ana, we're killing your soldiers below, that men wherever they go will remember the Alamo. Boy lay dying, but his powder was ready and dry. The lad on his back, Bowie killed him a few in reply. And young David Crockett was singing and laughing with gallantry fierce in his eye. For God and for freedom, a man more than willing to die. Hey, Santa Ana, we're killing your soldiers below, that men wherever they go will remember the Alamo. And then they sent a young scout from the battlements bloody and loud, with the words of farewell from a garrison valiant and proud. Grieve not, little darling, my dying, if Texas is sovereign and free, we'll never surrender and ever with liberty be. Hey, Santa Ana, we're killing your soldiers below, that men wherever they go will remember the Alamo. Shackles that bound me, and the guards that were always around me. There were tears on the mail mother sent me in jail, but I'm free from the chain gang now. Back home I was known and respected, then one day I was wrongly suspected. So they put me in chains in a cold freezing rain, but I'm free from the chain gang now. All the years I was known by a number, how I kept my mind as a wonder. And the bare prison cell, that was one step from hell, but I'm free from the chain gang now. I pray that the gossip will spare me when I return to the one I will marry. Like a bird in a tree, I got my liberty, and I'm free from the chain gang now.
Well, there's one kind of favor I'll ask of you. Well, there's one kind of favor I'll ask of you. There's just one kind of favor I'll ask of you. You can't see that my grave is kept clean, and there's 2 white horses following me. And there's 2 white horses following me. I got 2 white horses following me, waiting on my burying ground. Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Means another poor boy's underground. Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Have you ever heard that church bells tone? Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Means another poor boy is dead and gone. When my heart stopped beating, my hands turned cold. And my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. When my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. Now I believe what the Bible told. There's just one last favor I'll ask of you. And there's one last favor I'll ask of you. There's just one last favor I'll ask of you. See that my grave is kept clean. Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. If I don't get the gal I'm loving, walk down Highway 51 no more. Well, I know that highway like I know my hand. Yes, I know that highway like I know the back of my hand. Running from up Wisconsin way down to no man's land. Well, if I should die, for my time should come. And if I should die, for my time should come. Won't you bury my body out on Highway 51? Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. I said Highway 51 runs right by my baby's door. If I don't get the gal I'm loving, won't go down Highway 51 no more.
A young cowboy named Billy Joe grew restless on the farm. A boy filled with wanderlust who really meant no harm. He changed his clothes and shined his boots and combed his dark hair down, and mother cried as he walked out. Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. He laughed and kissed his mom and said, "Your Billy Joe's a man. I can shoot as quick and straight as anybody can. But I wouldn't shoot without a cause, I'd gun nobody down." But she cried again as he rolled away. Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. He sang a song as on he rode, his guns hung at his hips. He rode into a cattle town, a smile upon his lips. He stopped and walked into a bar and laid his money down. But his mother's words echoed again. Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. He drank his first strong liquor then to calm his shaking hand, and tried to tell himself at last he had become a man. A dusty cowpoke at his side began to laugh him down, and he heard again his mother's words. Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. Bill with rage, then Billy Joe reached for his gun to draw. But the stranger drew his gun and fired before he even saw. As Billy Joe fell to the floor, the crowd all gathered round and wondered at his final words. Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town.
I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I'll say goodbye to Colorado, where I was born and partly raised. Your mother says I'm a stranger, my face you'll never see no more. But there's one promise, darling, I'll see you on God's golden shore. This open world I'm about to ramble through ice and snow, sleet and rain. I'm about to ride that morning railroad, perhaps I'll die on that train. Colorado, place that I started from. If I'd known how bad you treat me, honey, I never would have come.
When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. Now when them cotton bolls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. Now when them cotton bolls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in my cradle in them old cotton fields back home. Now when them cotton bolls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. In them old cotton fields back home. In them old cotton fields back
Was down in Mississippi not so long ago, when a young boy from Chicago town walked through a southern door. This boy's fateful tragedy you should all remember well. The color of his skin was black, and his name was Emmett Till. Some men, they dragged him to a barn, and there they beat him up. They said they had a reason, but I just remember what. They tortured him and did some things too evil to repeat. There was screaming sounds inside the barn. There was laughing sounds out on the street. Then they rolled his body down a gulf amidst a blood-red rain, and they threw him in the waters wide to cease his screaming pain.
killed him there, and I'm sure it ain't no lie. Was just for the fun of killing him and to slowly watch him die. And then to stop the United States of yelling for a trial. Two brothers, they confessed that they had killed poor Emmett Till. But on the jury there were men who helped the brothers commit this awful crime. And so this trial was a mockery, but nobody seemed to mind. I saw the morning papers, but I could not bear to see the smiling brothers walking down the courthouse stairs. For the jury found them innocent, and the brothers, they went free, while Emmett's body floats a foam of a Jim Crow southern sea. If you can't speak out against this kind of thing, a crime that's so unjust, your eyes are filled with dead man's dirt, and your mind is filled with dust. Your arms and legs, they must be in shackles and chains, and your blood, it must refuse to flow, for you to let this human race fall down so god-awful low. This song is just a reminder to remind your fellow man that this kind of thing still lives today in that ghost road Ku Klux Klan. But if all us folks that thinks alike, if we'd give all we could give, we'd make this great land of ours a greater place to live.
In a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls from there to Austin were slipping away from home and putting jewelry in pocket to take the trip to go and listen to the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat-top box, and he would play Well, he couldn't ride or wrangle, and he never cared to make a dime, but give him his guitar, and he'd be happy all the time. And all the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him don't stop, and hypnotized and fascinated by the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat-top box, and he would play Then one day he was gone, and no one ever saw him round. He vanished like the breeze, and they forgot him in the little town. But all the girls still dreamed about him, and hung around the cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day on the hit parade was a little dark-haired boy that played a Tennessee flat-top box, and he would play
in a boomer shack, just a little shanty by the railroad track. Freight train also taught me how to cry. Humming of the drivers and the lullaby. I got the freight train blues. Oh Lordy, mama, I got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. And when the whistle blows, I got to go. Baby, don't you know, it looks like I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Well, my daddy was a fireman and my mama, yeah, she was the only daughter of the engineer. My sweetheart loved the brakeman and it ain't no joke. It's a shame the way she keeps a good man broke. I got the freight train blues. Oh Lord, mama, got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. So when the whistle blows, I got to go. Oh my, but don't you know, well, it looks like I'm never gonna lose the freight train blues. Well, the only thing that makes me laugh again is a southbound whistle on a southbound train. Every place I wanna go, I never can go because you know I got the freight train blues. Oh Lordy, mama, got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes.
Keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl. Well, I'm just one of them rambling men, rambling since I don't know when. Here I come and I'm gone again. Sally says I got no end. I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl. I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl. Train around the road, Sally says I'm bound to go. If Sally says I'm bound to go, Sally, she ought to know. I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl. I'm gonna get you, Sally girl, I'm gonna get you, Sally girl.
A little town a little south of Hudson Bay. I couldn't find a thing to make a rounder want to stay. I fought the wind across the barren waste and the crystal dunes, going for to marry the girl in Saskatoon. I'm glad I realized that no one could take her place. My heart was beating for her like the winter beat my face. But knowing that I'd see her made my spirit bright as June. I'm freezing but I'm burning for the girl in Saskatoon. South and west and following the cold December sun, I bedded down in the Carnegie when my daily trek was done. Then up and pressing onward by the light of the morning moon, a prodigal returning to the girl in Saskatoon. Then I found a trail that had packed beneath the snow. I made the final miles where the prairie lilies grow. A steeple on a church glistened by the prairie moon. I'm freezing but I'm burning for the girl in Saskatoon. My journey was forgotten when I held her in my arms. My wanderlust was stifled by possession of her charms. And kneeling neath a steeple where we couldn't wait till June, I found eternal spring with the girl in Saskatoon.
don't know why I love you like I do. Nobody in the world can get along with you. You got the ways of a devil sleeping in a lion's den. I come home last night, you wouldn't even let me in. Well, sometimes you're as sweet as anybody wanna be. When you get a crazy notion jumping all over me. Well, you give me the blues, I guess you're satisfied. And you give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. I helped you when you had no shoes on your feet, pretty mama. I helped you when you had no food to eat. You're the kind of woman I just don't understand. You're taking all my money and give it to another man. Well, you the kind of woman that makes a man lose his brains. You're the kind of woman that drives a man insane. You give me the blues, I guess you're satisfied. You give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. Well, you give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die.
When I'm all through, if I haven't been what they think I should be, if the total isn't high enough when they figure me, when I grow old, if there's no gray from worry in my hair, what do I care? What do I care? What do I care? Just as long as you were mine a little while. When the road was long and weary, you gave me a few good miles. What do I care if I miss a goal because I make a slip? I'll still be satisfied because I tasted your sweet lips. What do I care if I never have much money? And sometimes my table looks a little bare. Anything that I may miss is made up for each time we kiss. You love me and I love you, so what do I care? What do I care? Just as long as you were mine a little while. When the road was long and weary, you gave me a few good miles. What do I care if I miss a goal because I make a slip? I'll still be satisfied because I tasted your sweet lips. What do I care if I never have much money? And sometimes my table looks a little bare. Anything that I may miss is made up for each time we kiss. You love me and I love you, so what do I care?
Sheriff, send a letter. Go out and get me Lazarus, dead or alive. Dead or alive. Oh, the high sheriff, and he wondered, where should I find him? I don't know. Great God, I just don't know. Well, they found poor Lazarus between two mountains, and they blowed him down. and they blowed him down. Oh, they killed poor Lazarus with a mighty number 45. Number 45. And they took poor Lazarus to the commissary office, and they walked away. And they walked away. Oh, Lazarus says, little sister, she come to the funeral, Lord, she didn't have no shoes. Didn't have no shoes. And Lazarus says, poor mother, come a-walking down the road, crying my only son. My only son. Oh, Lazarus' father, when he heard his son was dying, said, let the fool go down. Let the fool go down. Oh, Captain, have you heard the news? Your men are gonna leave you next payday. On next payday. Sheriff, oh, the deputy, go out and get me Lazarus, dead or alive. Dead or alive.
A burning hot sun, a cry for water, black wings circle the sky. Stumbling and falling, somebody's calling, you're lost on the desert to die. I had to give up and they took me to jail, but I hid all the money I got. Way out on the desert where no one could get it, and I left a mark at the spot. Then I got away and ran for the desert. The devil had taken control. I needed water, but he said I'd make it. Here the money is a big water hole. A burning hot sun, a cry for water. Black wings circle the sky. Stumbling and falling, somebody's calling. You're lost on the desert to die. Just up ahead is where I left my mark, or it may be to the left or the right. I've been running all day and they'll catch up tomorrow. I've got to find it tonight. Then up jumped the devil and ran away laughing. He drank all the water holes dry. He moved my mark till I'm running in circles and lost on the desert to die. A burning hot sun, a cry for water. Black wings circle the sky. Stumbling and falling, somebody's calling. You're lost on the desert to die.
desert to die.
Lost on the desert to die.
Lost on the desert to die.
There were 3 links of chain, every link was Jesus' name. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Mary, Margaret, Luke, and John, all them prophets that ain't gone. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been told streets up there lined with gold. Keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hand on that plow, hold on.
In the desert where we search for gold, the days are hot, the nights are cold. Hank and Joe and me walked on, so bold and brave and free. For days and days we fought the heat. I got so thirsty and I got so weak. And when I fell 'cause I couldn't go, I heard Hank say to Joe, he's dying,
Dying, dying,
for water. Hear him crying,
crying, crying.
for water. Well, lay him down in the dust and sand. He said, Joe, you know he's a dying man. Leave him there and let him die. I can't stand to hear him cry for water. I don't remember how long I lay, but when I awoke it was the break of day. Buzzards circled miles ahead. I knew Hank and Joe were dead. My eyes were dimmed, but I could see a bed of gold nuggets under me. Now I know that it won't be long till they decorate my bones, 'cause I'm dying,
Dying, dying,
for water. Can't help crying,
crying, crying.
for water. Well, they laid me down in the dust and sand. He said, Joe, you know he's a dying man. Leave him there and let him die. I can't stand to hear him cry for water. He couldn't stand to hear me cry for water.
She promised to meet him at Adams this spring, expecting some money or some other fine thing. No money to flatter the case. We'll have to get married so there'll be no disgrace. So jump you up on me, and away we will ride to yonder fair country, and I'll make you my bride. She jumped up behind him, and away they did go to yonder far country where the deep waters flow. Now jump you down on me, and I'll tell you my mind. My mind is to drown you and to leave you behind. Oh no, no, please don't take my life. Oh, I will deny you, and I'll not be your wife. But he kicked and he cuffed her to the worst understand, and he threw her in deep water. It flows through the land. They found her poor body the following day, run up on the river, down the banks full of clay. And up spoke her mother with a voice such a sting. No one but John Lewis could have done such a thing. They traced him up the river to Dutch Charlie's Bend, where they found him in jail for killing a man. Go hang him, was the mother's command. Throw him in deep water that flows through the land. Go hang him, was the judge's command. Throw him in deep water that flows through the land.
Accidentally, I saw you this morning. You were lovely, dressed in your wedding gown. And they say that you married a stranger to me that had drifted to our old hometown. Accidentally, you met him one evening, and you say it was love at first sight. Accidentally, on purpose, you married. Accidentally, on purpose, for spite. 'Cause I saw you out cheating and running around, and I was just a fool with the heart of a clown. Accidentally, you were mistaken that night. Accidentally, on purpose, for spite. 'Cause I saw you out cheating and running around, and I was just a fool with the heart of a clown. Accidentally, you were mistaken that night. Accidentally, on purpose, for spite.
Carina, Carina, gal, where you been so long? Carina, Carina, gal, where you been so long? I've been worrying about you, baby. Baby, please come home. I got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings, I got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings. But I ain't got Carina, life don't mean a thing. Carina, Carina, gal, you're on my mind. Carina, Carina, gal, you're on my mind. I'm sitting down thinking of you, I just can't keep from crying.
Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, and I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears that I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her drawl, southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream, cavorting in Davenport, and I followed you, big river, when you called. Oh, guitar, get going. To St. Louis, later on down the river. A freighter said she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I found her trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and then she went on down alone. Now won't you bat it down by Baton Rouge, River Queen, roll it on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Dump my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, big river, more than me. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. And I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears that I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die.
been around this whole country, but I never yet found Fenario. Well, as we march down, as we march down, well, as we march down to Fenario, well, the captain fell in love with a lady like a dove. Her name that she had was pretty Peggy O. Well, what will your mother say? What will your mother say? What will your mother say, pretty Peggy O? What will your mother say? Do you know you're going away? You never, never, never coming back, yo. Come a-running down your stairs, come a-running down your stairs, come a-running down your stairs, pretty Peggy O. Come a-running down your stairs, combing back your yellow hair. You're the prettiest darn girl ever seen, yo. Woo! The lieutenant, he is gone. The lieutenant, he is gone. The lieutenant, he is gone. Pretty Peggy O. The lieutenant, he is gone. Wrong, gone. He's a-riding down in Texas with the rodeo. Well, our captain, he is dead. Oh, our captain, he is dead. Our captain, he is dead. Pretty Peggy O. Well, the captain, he is dead. He died for a mate. He's buried somewheres in Louisiana. Oh.
Do my best to hide this low-down feeling. I try to make believe there's nothing wrong, but they're always asking me about you, darling, and it hurts me so to tell them that you're gone. If they asked me, I guess I'd be denied that I've been unhappy all along. But if they heard my heart, they'd hear it cry, where's my darling when she coming home? I ask myself a million times what's right for me to do, to try to lose my blues alone or hang around for you. Well, I make it pretty good until that moon comes shining through, and then I get so doggone lonesome. Stand still when you're awaiting. Sometimes I think my heart is stopping too. One lonely hour seems forever, 60 minutes more to wait for you. But I guess I'll keep waiting till you're with me, 'cause I believe that loving you is right. But I don't care if the sun don't rise tomorrow, if I can't have you with me tonight. Well, I know I'll keep on loving you, 'cause true love can't be killed. I ought to get you off of my mind, but I guess I never will. I could have a dozen others, but I know I'd love you still, 'cause I get so doggone lonesome.
This is one of Woody's songs. I'll sing a couple more. This is one. It's one of a group of two. Take a trip with me in 1913 to Calumet, Michigan, in the copper country. I'll take you to a place called Italian Hall, where the miners are having their big Christmas ball. I'll take you in the door and up a high stair. There's singing and dancing, it's heard everywhere. I'll let you shake hands with the people you see, and watch the kids dance around the big Christmas tree. They're singing, dancing, and songs in the air, and the spirit of Christmas is there everywhere. Before you know it, you're friends with us all, and you're dancing around and around in the hall. You ask about work and you ask about pay. They'll tell you they make less than $1 a day, just working their copper claims, risking their lives. So it's fun to spend Christmas with children and wives. A little girl sits by the Christmas tree lights to play piano. She gotta keep quiet. Hear all this fun you would not realize, that the copper boss thugmen are milling outside. The copper thugs stuck their heads in the door. One of them yelled and he screamed, "There's a fire." A lady, she hollered, "There's no such a thing. Keep on with your party, there's no such thing." A few people rushed, and it's only a few. It's just the scabs and the thugs fooling you. A man grabbed his daughter and he carried her down, but the thugs held the door and they could not get out. And then others followed, 100 or more.
most everybody remained on the floor. The scabs and the thugs, they still laughed at their joke. And the children were smothered on the stairs by the door. Such a terrible sight I never did see. They carried our children back up to their tree. The scabs and the thugs, they still laughed at their spree. And the children died at 73. The piano played slow funeral tune, but the town was lit up by a cold Christmas moon. The parents, they weep, and the miners, they moan. See what you greed for money has.
Well, now, Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts. They were true as a blue, blue sky. He was a long-legged guitar picker with a wicked wandering eye, but he was her man nearly all of the time. Well, Johnny, he packed up to leave her, but he promised he'd be back. He said he had a little picking to do a little farther down the track. He said, I'm your man, I wouldn't do you wrong. Well, Frankie curled up on the sofa, thinking about her man. Far away the couples were dancing to the music of his band. He was Frankie's man, he wasn't doing her wrong. Then in the front door walked a redhead. Johnny saw her right away. She came down by the bandstand to watch him while he played. He was Frankie's man, but she was far away. He sang every song to the redhead. She smiled back at him. Then he came and sat at her table where the lights were low and dim. What Frankie didn't know wouldn't hurt her none. Then the redhead jumped up and slapped him. She slapped him a time or two. She said, I'm Frankie's sister, and I was checking up on you. If you're her man, you better treat her right. Well, the moral of this story is be good but carry a stick. Sometimes it looks like a guitar picker just can't tell what to pick. He was Frankie's man, and he still ain't done her wrong.
He was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. Never had enough money to pay his fine. And he was a friend of mine. He died on the road. He died on the road. Never had enough money or sufficient clothes. And he was a friend of mine. I stole away and cried. I stole away and cried. 'Cause I never had enough money and I never been satisfied. And he was a friend of mine. He never done no wrong. He never done no wrong. 1,000 miles from home, Lord, he never harmed no one. And he was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. Never had enough money to pay his fine. And he was a friend of mine.